Morning Dish.
He's the hardest working man in show business. His band's music takes you into the midnight hours. And when you wake up, his voice is back on your radio alarm clock. How on earth did this happen?
Well, Jeff saw me taking out the trash at the radio station.
And he won another award.
But this one is better.
I'm your boogeyman. That's what I am.
It's the Morning Dish with the 2019 Radio Personality of the Year winner, Stephen Phillips.
You paying attention to this, Packy?
And Murphy's own Sherry Raines.
Yeah, you must have given horseback passes to the right guy, Stephen.
Well, giddy up.
And Packy Smith's Shetland pony is right alongside.
You guys know these demo tapes don't just edit themselves together, right?
Well, all right.
3 cheers for Stephen Phillips.
Y'all need to help Stephen Phillips out over there. Out the door and off the radio.
Here's Stephen Phillips.
All righty, folks, we're back with you. We've got a big deal on with us. We have got a man that has started out with amazing rhythm. Aces, played with Hank Jr. and the Bama Band for over 20 years. Played with Al Green, B.B. King, Waylon Jennings, Kid Rock, Dickie Betts. Jimmy Buffett, Sammy Hagar, Kris. It just keeps going. Billy Earheart, how are you, brother?
Stephen, what's up this morning, man?
I'm telling you, man, we just sitting here just amazed that you're still alive after you've been running around with all these wild bunch.
Yeah, that 21 years with Bocephus like to took me out. That Jim Beam will tear you up, you know.
Now you was you were the spokesman for Jim Beam. I'm the spokesman for Spam, but you got to be the spokesman for Jim Beam there, did you not?
Well, I wasn't a spokesman. I was. We had an endorsement with them. They kind of sponsored Hank Jr. and gave us a bunch of liquor, but after a while, some folks figure out they can't drink it. So I've been sober 27 years, but. We had some fun. Best I remember, they tell me we did.
You have played with like Kris Kristofferson, man. He's one of my favorites. Of course, Hank Jr. is too. Y'all still play the Bama Band. Y'all still get together and still play some though, right?
Yeah, Hank Jr.'s Bama Band. We still play when we can. You know, a few times a year. Well, the last year we hadn't, but we get together and. People want to hear a bunch of those Hank Jr. hits, and playing with my buddy Mark Muleman Massey over here in Mississippi, playing a lot of soul and blues and R&B stuff, and I've been going up to Muscle Shoals and cutting his new album, and
man, that'd have to be so much fun. That'll
got
be fun.
A few little projects going with my grandkids, the Skunkingtons. That's going to be fun.
Yeah. Well, now, let me ask something. Now, you play the keys.
Right, piano and organ.
That's my favorite instrument. How did you get started with that? Was that something that your family did that you picked up on, or you just did this on your own?
And both of my parents played in when they were young in the marching band in high school, you know, and then my dad played in some little combos and stuff. He was a sax player, so they were all behind me doing anything musical, so they didn't mind the racket out in the garage and practicing and rehearsing and learning little 45 records. You used to have to buy the record and then listen to it over and over and over to try to figure it out. A little different today, but they were all for it, and they had a upright grand piano in the house, and then got me a little Farfisa combo organ back in. I started in '66, so I've been doing this about 55 years. But it was a wonderful childhood and full of music all up in my house. So I'm grateful for that.
Well, they've actually, Memphis, Tennessee has got a Billy Earheart Day, man. That has to be something else, man. They actually made a whole day just for you.
Yeah, it was back in the 80s when they opened Beale Street, and I was playing with my buddy Big Don McMahon. We opened up a bunch of the clubs on Beale Street when it was all closed down, and they refurbished the whole street and fixed it all up, and we opened up the first ones to play in the Rum Boogie Cafe on Beale, and
Right.
A bunch of the clubs down there, and we went out on a kind of a little promotional tour that the city sent us on, and we went 4 or 5 cities out west, and I think Chicago and Arizona and maybe Atlanta, but it was something kind of promoting Memphis and the opening of Beale Street, and they did that for us just for a ceremonial thing. I don't think people in Memphis celebrate.
We do. I celebrate it down here in Georgia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. I'm gonna start celebrating Stephen Phillips Day over here in Fulton, Mississippi. Then
There you go. There you go. We do it on the same time. I guarantee it. But
we eat cornbread and turnip greens every July the 7th.
I'm with you on that. I guarantee it ain't nothing better than that. Ain't nothing better than that. Now, have you got some stuff coming up?
Yeah, got a bunch of shows all over Mississippi and in the South here with my buddy Anthony Zappa. He's a distant relation to Frank Zappa, and I used to play with the Possum George Jones and a bunch of folks over in Branson. We're going to cut a little record, and we play around Tupelo, and then got more with the Mule Man Mark Massey, who's kind of a soul blues. He's kind of like a Delbert McClinton meets B.B. King.
Oh, that's
type,
cool.
And we've done about 5 albums in the last few years, and I got a few other little projects. I'm going to do one on me, kind of a Booker T meets Professor Longhair, kind of a New Orleans, Memphis instrumental organ album, and
Well, now tell me something.
I got a few things in the back of my mind I'm going to work on. And
Well, now this is something I was going to ask you about. You have got you started out with Amazing Rhythm Aces. You're actually one of the founding members of that. Is there not a new album that's fixing to be released from the Amazing Rhythm Aces?
oh yeah, I forgot all. In fact, they just did release a 2 CD kind of a tribute to singer Russell Smith. Passed away about 2 years ago, and we can't ever play again without him.
Oh, yeah.
So, but we did a live. It was live in Germany. It was recorded 21 years ago, and it just came out called The Amazing Rhythm Aces Moments Live in Germany, and it really sounds good. And Jeff Stick Davis, I think he's done your show too. Great bass player. He's on it. Russell and me and Brian Owings, a great drummer that plays with Emmylou Harris now, and it's a good band. And
I can't.
I guess the last Amazing Rhythm Aces record, but
I think that's
we've
amazing.
got some unreleased things that I'm gonna hopefully gonna get out.
Right.
Some other tracks that never did come out that are real good. But this one just came out. It's an import from Germany.
And it's what? Do you know the name of the album?
It's Moments Live in Germany, The Amazing Rhythm Aces. It's a 2 CD. It may be on vinyl too, but I know it's a double record.
Well, that's going to be cool. I can't wait to hear it. I cannot wait to hear it, especially the unreleased songs. That's always the cool stuff because it's like new stuff released after all these years. So that ought to be good. Yep. We need to follow up on all this stuff. Now, I got Jeff Stick Davis. He's actually going to play with us down in Florida. You think we're going to be all right with him on bass?
You won't have to worry about a thing. He's got the best set of ears in the business. Wonderful bass player and a dear friend. I love him to death. Been all over the world with him, and all those people you listed, he's worked with them too. Just about Al Green and
Right.
B.B. King and Rufus Thomas and a bunch of them.
These are just the greatest, man. I mean, all these people you've played with, and I know, y'all make them sound good. And I love the keys, man. The stuff that you've got actually sounds good. But we're gonna dig up that album and see if we can't get it out there. Do you have a website that you that they can follow?
Yeah, BillyEarheart.com.
That's easy enough, BillyEarheart.com. This guy right here is fantastic, no doubt about it. And the history that you've got, man, no doubt. I mean, golly, I wish people would go back and do like documentaries just on the musicians that played for all these musicians, because the stories that we've talked about is just funny and amazing and great. I love it. Yep, I do. And but Billy, we got to get to a break. But man, I sure do appreciate you getting out of the bed this morning. Give us a call.
Yeah, I get up early every day, and thank you a bunch for asking me to do your show, and I hope we can hang out. Maybe you get around here or get somewhere and need some keys, holler at me.
Hey, I'll be calling you. I'll definitely be calling you.
You don't know his band situation, obviously.
I hear you, Miss Sherry.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Billy, for talking with us this morning. It's been an honor.
Yep.
Thank y'all so much.
All right, take care. BillyEarheart.com. Go check it out. Got the new Amazing Rhythm Aces album coming out.
It's pretty amazing.
Gonna release some unreleased songs from the Amazing. And if y'all Third Rate Romance, I know you know that. Ella B. I mean, the end is not in. What is the end is not inside? Or I mean, gosh,
he played on over 200 albums.
Yeah,
that's tremendous.
Yeah, and so anyway, go check him out. Let's get to break. Thank you for spending a little time with us. And remember, you can tune in every morning at WJULradio.com at 8 a.m. Eastern. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel and like us on Facebook, The Morning Dish.